alone. This is your brother Howard.
Take the next right onto Bryn Mawr Avenue.
The reason why y'all haven't heard from me in a while is because I bought some gas, probably like a month ago.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Winfield Avenue.
The gas was bad. And like right
Take
now,
the next right onto Winfield Avenue.
A friend of mine's car, you know what I mean? So I can at least get to a job or something like that. Which the job I'm doing, I won't get paid for that. So like another week and a half, because the store, the delivery from the store was like almost 5 days off. Like everything just went backwards. But let me get into the car. So I got some gas.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North George Hill Drive.
And I'm gonna tell you like this: the gas destroyed my whole fuel intake system because it was pretty much all water from a gas station. I went to the station and tried to inform them of what was going on. Of course, the Indian man decided he wants to disrespect me and start trying to talk to me like I'm not a person. And, I had to tell this man, don't take my calm demeanor for a joke. Just because I don't, come in here acting crazy don't mean I won't catch your behind leaving out of the store when you go home and put my hands on you. Because right now, y'all, they done all together, the bill to get my truck is $3,500 for $40 worth of gas. I spent $40 on gas, and now I gotta kick out $3,500 for my truck. You see what I'm saying? And they know what they be doing. They know they be mixing stuff in the gas and stuff so they can stretch it and try to make, extra money. It literally destroyed everything, my whole fuel system, intake and all, right? Okay, things happen, right? Now, I am going to ask this. Now, if you want to donate to give me a donation to help me pay for my truck because they did fix it, I would appreciate it.
Turn left onto North George Hill Drive.
I'm not asking you to do it, but if that's something you would like to do, I would really appreciate it. My Cash App is $Greg, the letter A, 29. You know what I mean? I would
in
appreciate
1,000 feet, turn left onto Belmont Avenue, US 1, alternate truck.
Oh, that's what you got to do. I'm not saying, well, you ain't got to do it anyway. But y'all understand what I'm saying. Pretty much, it has literally killed me as far as doing work. And then on top of it,
turn left onto Belmont Avenue, US 1, alternate truck.
I have a contracted job that I do have. Like I was saying, the company that was delivering the material just utterly just dropped the ball on that. So it threw the job off a week, off for a whole week. I was supposed to have been done this week, which I would have had more than enough money, you know what I mean, to get the car fixed. But now I'm gonna be almost like another 2 weeks, you know what I mean, trying to get my car fixed. And then, to make it even better, a friend of mine, he allows me to use his car when he can, and whatever little money I got, I put it in his tank and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's just it's just one of those, it's my turn, I guess. You know what I mean? But it's just sad that every time.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Monument Road.
It's these people doing stuff to us. You know what I mean? It's always that. They always manipulate.
Turn right onto Monument Road.
Doing stuff to people like us that don't really have a lot. It's sad how they come in our neighborhoods and just do us the way they do us. And then the first thing they do when you even, like, I didn't go into this people's store and disrespect them and tell them, you did this to my car. I said, listen, y'all may have
Continue
bought a bad
on Monument
batch of
Road
gas.
for 3/4 of a mile.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all may have bought a bad batch of gas. I'm just letting you know, like, it messed my car up. Oh, you mother effer, this, that, that. Like, dude, you don't know me like that. And if I was in my 20s, oh my goodness. You know, it's crazy how they decide they want to talk to you like that when they behind that glass. It kills me. But you know, I said, okay. You know what I mean? I bit the bullet that time. I said, you know, it ain't gonna be too much of me biting no more bullets with these people in their mouth. Like, it ain't. You know, it's getting out of hand with them in their mouth. They really are. But, so, you know, if y'all do want to help out, I appreciate that. But let me get into what I'm doing this video about. So, I have been looking at, like, little videos, little TikToks, and I'm just going to warn, this is for my people. I'm just going to warn y'all. My brothers and sisters, stop putting that idol, that man that has nothing to do with the Most High. Stop putting his name where the Most High name belongs. Stop doing that. Stop. Because the thing is, I mean, use common sense. Use your brain. Our people, we're not dumb. You know that
In a 1/4 mile, turn right.
That the Most High punished us. He punished us. Why would he put himself in a body after he punished us? Come down here, let us do all this messed up stuff to him.
Take the next right, then turn left.
When he been did that. He been did that. So why would he do that? And he tells you there he don't have no partners, no helpers. There's no other gods beside him. So now y'all just want to make him the creator, the Most High. Now, I done did a read before about the Destroyer. And I've been hearing brothers talk about the Destroyer calling them Nibiru. There is no such thing as planets. Those are luminaries. Those are celestial beings. They're in the Coban Bible, it tells you about certain things that will start to happen in the heavens before the Destroyer, you know, reveals itself. Before
Take the next left, then turn right.
Splits the sky. And I apologize about the navigation, but I need it right now. So, when the Destroyer comes, it says that the stars will not be in their places. They will be moving around strangely. The moon will be acting strange. The sun will be acting strange. These things are happening, guys.
Take the next right, then turn left.
These things are happening. There will be comets or whatever you want to call them, or whatever, shooting.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Monument Road.
I haven't did a video with you guys in a while, so y'all don't know. But meteors are not rocks. Meteors are demons that went up into the heavens to listen to the judgment that the Most High has decreed on his people, on, you know, whoever he's judging. And these demons, they go up in the heavens, and what happens is they lose their energy, their power, and when they do, they fall. And it tells you that they fall like a burning rock, like, you know what I mean, like a meteorite. So you have to go and start reading old manuscripts, scrolls, stuff like that. But this Jesus thing, this Yahushua thing, this Yahushua, and any other name you want to get this man, y'all have to let that shit go. That is their God. That is their God. Everything that in the Bible that tells you that it has something to do with Jesus, when they tell you to refer back to the Torah, it's not even talking about what they said it's supposed to talk about. Like when it speaks about when the Most High supposed to call his so-called son out of Egypt, when dude's supposed to went to Egypt in Matthew, and then they tell you, go into where actually it's in Hosea, right? 11:1, right? It don't say when Jesus was a child, then I loved him and I called my son out of Egypt. It says when Israel was a child, then I loved him. And like I've been telling y'all, when it says him, her, she, Israel, my bride, Jacob, it's talking about the nation of Israel. It is not talking about one person. Because the next sentence, guess what it says? The next sentence, do you know what it says? They, it went from singular to plural. They begin to make oblations to Balaam. So if that is talking about Jesus, then that means that Jesus started making oblations to a fucking idol. So if he's supposed to be the Most High, you telling me the Most High is bowing down to something made out of stone? Or you gonna say, oh, that sentence don't have nothing to do with what it just said? Yes, it does. Because it literally is telling you the next thing that we did, which started making oblations to Balaam. And you want to get a little deeper, then they refer you to Jeremiah, right? And it talks about Rachel when she's weeping over her children. Well, either it's a lot of brothers manipulating, or somebody can't comprehend, or the Most High just ain't with you. He just ain't banging with you. But like I always say this to people. When I first got awoken, I clearly prayed to the Most High before I even knew his name. And you know what I asked him for? To please teach me. I do not want to learn from no man, because men are wicked. And they will have me worshiping them or do like they doing, and then my ass in trouble. Nope. I need you to teach me, Father. And as far as I'm concerned, he's been doing an excellent job, because guess what? He has taken all that mess out of my heart and out of my mind. All of it. He made it so clear and so simple to me that I can clearly see that man has nothing to do with the Torah at all. At all. And I mean, it's their God. That's what they worship. That's what they've been worshiping. And they put it in the book. That's why it's written in Greek. When did the Most High start speaking Greek? What do you... And it's always, oh, well, we were captives here. Okay, and? So when he starts speaking Greek? He ain't never... No. Listen, man. Listen. Get it right, y'all. Like, stop it. Because it don't make sense. And when you get into that Jeremiah, and it talks about Rachel crying over her children. Well, when you read what's happening with Rachel in the Torah, it has nothing to do with no goddamn children that somebody named Herod's supposed to have been killing. This is the problem, because we don't want to read. We want to sit there and we want to read one goddamn sentence and go from there. Yes, we're supposed to read precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, right? But you read the whole fucking page, at least. Then you can see the precepts. Because if you read it, guess what you realize? That the Most High told Hosea to go find a whore. and marry a whore and have children by it. And what did he have? He had boys, I think 2 boys and a girl. What was the girl's name? Lo-Ruhamah. The same place that Rachel was crying in, Lo-Ruhamah. So there was a city named after her. Guess who was taken in captivity in Lo-Ruhamah? In Ramah? Ephraim. It's right there in the whole fucking thing of Hosea. It explains the whole situation. The whole situation. Because what do the Most High tell her to do? To stop crying because her sons are coming home. How can dead people come home if they dead? Unless the Most High raised them. Is that what it said? No. It says they come from captivity, singing. So, when you read the whole book of Hosea, it goes from one point to the other point, the whole situation, as far as why she was crying. And then Jeremiah actually precepts it. Has nothing to do with no fucking Herod and no damn Jesus hiding in Egypt. Nothing to do with it at all. I mean at all. So, what the hell are you talking about? Stop lying on the Father. Do you not know you're gonna die? Twice. For that bullshit. Why do you keep saying he said there's gonna be a remnant? Because the remnant is gonna be the ones that's sitting there keeping his ways to the best of their ability, but are not and refuse to call on any other power but him. Just like I am. I refuse. I don't care what you trying to twist it and mingle to try to make me think that. No. No. How you go in captivity for idolatry and the Most High tell you when he put you in captivity for idolatry, and when he put you start your captivity, he says he's going to discontinue from his heritage. When the hell did he sit there and say, also, I'm going to put myself in flesh and come down and let y'all beat me the fuck up and do all this other fucked up shit to me and hang me on the cross with the Gentiles so I can show to y'all that I love y'all? He been did that when he kept fucking crying for us. Did y'all not read in not Samuel, my fault, Zechariah, or is either Zephaniah or Zechariah, one of them, where it tells you that the Most High cried. He cried to make us fucking listen. And what we do, we turned our faces and hardened our hearts and literally said, no, we're not. Read it. It's right there. And I wish I could remember that script, that page in verse, but I can also give you a reference. It talks about, I think it's 5. Zephaniah 5, I think, or Zechariah 5, where it talks about, who is it? Zechariah. He sees a scroll in the sky, and he gives the dimensions of it. And the Creator tell you this is the curse that go out through the earth. And, you know, this is where our people are sitting here thinking that the earth is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. But you're going to find out that that is not what's going to burn up the people. The destroyer is going to burn up the people. The destroyer is an entity that was created by the Father that literally destroyed Egypt, plagued their asses for 9 days. He also brought the destroyer out during the flood. Yeah, you know, see, these things you don't know because you're just reading one book and you don't want to read nothing else. So that's happened, and y'all don't understand it. And a lot of us are sitting there talking about, oh, it's a planet called Nibiru. It ain't no fucking planet. It's an entity that has heads that coughs out smoke and brew. It's actually made out of smoke, dark smoke, fire and brimstone and blood, and it twists and turns and wraps itself. This is the words of the Most High. He's describing it. Planets don't twist and turn and wrap themselves, and planets don't have heads. And if you're going to try to say, oh, that's the winds and the flames jumping off the surface, no, it's not. Stop listening to these people. They're going to tell you anything to make you not tell the truth. They are liars. They give you a little love, and then they give you a lot of bullshit. The Most High tells you what this creature is. The Most High tells you he don't have no partners. The Most High tells you all these things. The Most High tells you you are to only call on his name. When did he start telling you to call on other people? So now that it's coming out that you are to only call on the Father's name, now all of a sudden you want to turn a man into the creator. Say, oh no, he is the creator. Like, make your fucking minds up. Make your minds up, y'all. It's only the Father. Yohiwa. Hey. Right. Oh my Lord. This is ridiculous. I'm dealing with this situation with my vehicle not being able to work and everything. And then I gotta hear this too. You know? And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. In the book of Ezekiel, it talks about, you know, the Most High asked in Ezekiel, can these bones live? All these bones he saw the valley with all the bones. You know, Ezekiel, when he answered, you know, he probably answered in the most craziest way, like, I seriously doubt it. Because these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. And when it says that bone connected to bone and that's more than just men spiritually coming to life. It's saying more than that. It's saying that us joining together as a nation, us coming together, joining ourselves together as one people. That's also what it's saying. But did you hear anything about some fucking Yahushua or Yahweh or whatever? Where is this at? And y'all see the word Lord and y'all say, oh, see, this is him and then this is him. No. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't debate. Stop. I mean, I got old videos of people coming on there talking about you want to have a debate. For what? What am I debating with you for? For what? At the end of the day, right? After, let's say my point is proved, right? The Most High, you know, guides me in. I literally prove everything that you've been saying is wrong, right? Are you going to change your ways? Fuck no. You're going to keep doing the same thing. You're going to leave from that and you're going to come up with an excuse. And you're going to either call me a liar. You're going to come up with something, right? Because your pride. Now, I haven't done a video in a while, but anybody that was, what's the word? That listened or looked at any of my videos, one thing about me, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I love to be corrected. I love instruction. Anybody will tell you that. that watch my videos or have had any type of dialogue with me via the comments or anything. They'll tell you I love to be corrected, because that just told me I just learned something else. But there is nothing in any of the books that are to come out at the end times that all of a sudden brothers just forgot all about that part where it says when he told Daniel to seal up the books and men will run to and fro and knowledge will be increased, and these books won't come out until, you know, at the end of the destruction and everything, when everything is like, you know, where we at right now. And y'all just talking about Bible only, but it's like, okay, so who, y'all don't remember that these people took and translated our scriptures? And if they can't even translate your comment from one person to another, what the hell make you think they gonna sit there and translate anything else and leave it genuine? How? When you talk about I only read the King James, why? Why you only read the King James? You think that the King James is all truth and nothing but the truth? You think they didn't change and take shit out? Huh? And alter stuff? You don't think they did any of that? You really just think they just kept it a band, huh? That's what you think. You gotta be a fool if that's what you think. Because look at the situation with Mr. Kyrie right now, right? Look at what is going on with that young man. All he did was tweet something, but all of a sudden now he's saying that he's anti-Semitic. He said that he never said that. They said he said it. They can't even tell the truth on that. But you think they translated a book in 100% genuine? Like, really? Man, study to show yourself approved. And that means that you have to go and search through books. You can go through the Quran and find truth in there, man. The one thing about the Most High is truth, His word. His word will jump in your heart and sit there and sup with you. And He will bring the rest of truth in your heart. And you'll know it, because you know what it feels like when the Father speaks to you spiritually. You know. It's a beautiful fucking feeling that goes through your whole body, man. It's like when you haven't took a bath in a shower or something in weeks. And when that water hits your body, that stickiness, when that warm water takes that sticky, filmy feeling off of your flesh, it's that, oh God, it feels so good. That's what it is when the Most High words hit your spirit. Same thing with like getting a nice, cool glass of water. Not cold, but cool when you are bone thirsty. Come on, y'all. We at the precipice. And we running around still calling on fucking idols? How hard is it to understand that the Father is saying, come out of her, my people? So when He's telling you to come out of her, He's saying to come out of everything. Everything they got. Everything that you have been doing, you have to stop. So if you've been in a church all your life calling on Jesus, and all of a sudden you're supposed to come out of her, but you go and change Jesus' name to somebody else, how did you come out of? What did you come out? You came out of nothing. And here, I'm going to make this point, and then I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to make a point to y'all. Yes, I am. Here's my point. If I'm dead, I'm not here no more, and let's say somebody's researching me, right? And they were told that my name was Mike, but here my name is Greg, right? That's my real name. My real name is Greg. Okay, cool. You know, that's the name my mama gave me. It means power. Yes, it means power, and it means like I don't quit. I don't stop. I will run you down when it comes to certain things. And when it comes to the Most High, I will not stop. I can't think of the word, but it's more like consistent and stuff, right? You know what I mean? But let's get to it. So now this man is calling me Mike. So he goes around people that know me. But he's asking, can you tell me something about Mike? So they like, Mike, we don't know nobody named Mike. So then he starts describing not what I look like, not right away. I'm sorry, y'all. Just my hand, my arm was itching. But he starts describing things that I have done while I was here. He says, oh yeah, he used to be like one of the best car audio installers. He used to customize cars. He used to have a Denali, a Yukon Denali that was so loud. Like he was the only dude in Philly at one point with a Denali in the early 2000s with 22-inch rims, like that type of stuff, which is true though. You know what I mean? With you know, before they changed the body style to the one that, not this one, but you know, y'all know what I'm talking about, the 2000 body style, when they had the other style with the barnyard doors and all that stuff. Not the box one, but the other one. So, with the big lights in front. So, you know, those type of things. You know what I'm saying? He had a big 20-inch computer monitor molded into the dashboard of his Denali. He was the only dude riding around with an Apple computer, an Apple Mini Mac as his radio in 2001 with a big 20-inch monitor molded into the dashboard. It looked like it came with the car. He literally took a touchscreen, what did he call it? A touchscreen, I think it's called a sympathizer or synthesizer. I forgot what they used to call it, but it was the, so during those times you would have to buy the touchscreen glass, plug it into the USB of the, of your computer and download the drivers of it and then configure it to your computer so you can turn your regular monitor into a touchscreen monitor. This guy had this in his car. This guy named Mike. This is what they explain it, but this is actually me. And this is a true story. I literally had a 20-inch screen that I bought the digitizer. I bought the digitizer screen from Alibaba back in it. You remember Alibaba? I ordered it from there. I had the little thick Apple Mini Mac computer, the little one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was real thick though. I ran a they call it a line driver with a AC converter driver. Well, not the line driver, but an AC converter. But the one I bought, you could actually transfer. You can actually control what you wanted to come on with a remote. I had a remote with numbers on it, red numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this thing would turn on whatever I wanted to turn on with that remote. It would power it up, and you could also set this AC converter to what type of voltage you want. You could put it to 16 volts. You could put it to 12. You could set it to what you want, 5 volts or whatever, right? And you could control it. I had fans controlled by this thing. You know, I had, like, my truck was crazy, right? Because I was electrical. They used to call me a nerd. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was, man. They used to call me the mad scientist because I was always making stuff, right? So now, but this stuff is being said about me in another name, right? This man is describing, and I'm telling y'all the truth about stuff I was doing. You know what I'm saying? He had 315s in his truck with an all Rocker Fallscape system, custom made box, built his own box and everything. He potted out his doors I had, what was it in the front doors? One 10-inch mid-bass, 2 8-inches upper mid-ranges, and 2 6.5 coaxials, 3 tweeters, and a potted door, not just in your door. So I pretty much molded my door with fiberglass and what is that cloth called? I haven't done this stuff for so long. The material is stretchy. Oh God, what is it called? Okay, I can't remember the name of the material, but you can stretch the material. So I made speaker baffles, which are O-rings, countersunk them, attached them to my doors and stuff like that, ran my wires, fleece, that's what it's called, fleece. I wrapped the fleece around it, glued it down, and stapled it. Then I took my fiberglass. First I took my resin, the fiberglass resin, and I painted it on there so it can harden up. And then what I did, I started coating it with fiberglass, till it was strong. Then I sanded that fiberglass down. Then I took Bondo and went over that fiberglass and made it like smooth like the body of a car. I did this at my house, y'all, on my porch, on a brand new truck. A brand new truck. This truck was brand new that I had. I did this. And I painted my doors and I put gloss on them and everything. My inside of my truck was light gray. My doors were light gray, but they were potted. You know what I'm saying? I countersunk my speakers. I had 2 1200 watt amps running highs, mids, mid bass, right? And then I had 2, I think it was 3,000 watt subs, Rockefeller. This was the Punch series. And, you know, 3,000 watts was hard to get back then. That was the biggest amp. Matter of fact, it wasn't 3,000 watts, my fault. It was, it was actually, how many was it? I think it was 3. No, it was 4. I had 4 1,000 watt Punch amps, right? So, and you could buy these things called bridges to make it look like one long ass amp. So what I did was I had the highs and mids, right? Matter of fact, my fault. I had 3 1200 watts 4-channel Rockefeller Punch amps because I had them on one side and with the bridges on it. And the way I did it was when I built the Witchcom, they slid up. They looked like they were kind of floating. You know, I had like metal rods that I pre-drilled, and you know, I built it so they would sit up. So I had one, the Punch one was sitting in the middle, and then I had the highs ones, one on one side and the other was on the other side, and stuff like, you know, like pretty much like they wrapped around. And I had the sub box built in. I built that in and I filled in all the sides and everything so it looked like it came with the truck. And I had what they call a baffle, right, for my subs. So, you know, if I put something in my truck, I wouldn't hit it. And the baffle that I built, that I created, it was I actually put my wife's name on it. And during this time, that wasn't even my wife, but I built the baffle and her name was there. I wrote her name in calligraphy on a big piece of board, and I cut it out, and I fiberglassed it, and I put lights behind it and everything. You know, now anybody that know me, they know, you know, they'll tell you, oh no, he not lying, he definitely did that. So, you know, my truck was nice, but this people, now somebody's I'm describing me, but I don't know my name. The people I'm describing me to, they know my name, right? So now, and I got a 20-inch monitor here. I got TVs in my headrest. I got a flip-out TV radio there in the dashboard, right? Alpine or whatever. And during that time, Alpines, you had to have the brain and all, because it just wasn't the radio. You had to get this big old little, like a square box with RCA pins and all this stuff like that, because it didn't come as one unit. It came together. So you had to figure out where to put that big ass thing at. So and I had a Alpine processor, right, which was the EQM processor. So it looked like a radio, and it's it has the EQL display with the little lines jumping and all that stuff, and or whatever. So you know what I mean. So and with your processor, you would put it on the home computer, and you would calibrate it, right? Now, this is what we would call clipping, and also frequency start and stop. So like let's say if I do my subs and I set my subs at the high, so at the highest frequency I would set it at let's say 100 hertz, but at the low I would set it to about 45 hertz, right? That's the lowest frequency that the sub will go to, and the highest frequency it would go to is 100 hertz. When I stop that right there at that frequency, I would start my mid bass at least 200 hertz up to close to where I would start my mid range at, which my mid range probably will start about so let's say my mid bass would start at like 200, and I probably would stop it almost at 500. My mids will start at that 500 and most likely stop at 1K or 2K, and then that would be my upper mid range, which is literally vocal, and then you have your tweeters, right? So now I'm describing stuff to you, and it's describing me, because I think my name's Mike. They know my name is Greg, and this is what I used to do, right? During that time before I started working on houses and which I was able to do the stuff in the house, but I was more into car stuff because of my young age, right? So now after I'm done describing what I used to do, and I say, can you give me a little bit more information about Mike? The first thing they're going to say is this. First of all, his name ain't Mike. His name is Greg. Then I'll say, also known as AKA Mike, right? Now, I'm going to say this. Is Mike different from Greg? Or is they the same goddamn person? They the same person. So now, if Greg and Mike is the same person, the same story, and now you run around and you talk about Jesus, his name now is Yahushua, and it's different. How is it different when you're reading the same fucking story about the same goddamn person? You're reading from the same book and reading the same shit and trying to say, no, it's different now. How is it different? Huh? How is it different? You're still reading about an idol. You're the son and daughters of the living power. Not no man that got beat up and died. And the fucked up thing about that is that man never died. That man ain't died. His Hebrew friend that everybody call the devil, Judas Iscariot, he the one that died. He was the one that was crucified. That motherfucker ran, and he wasn't even Hebrew. Read your Jacobin Bibles, y'all. The man had children. Why do you think they're talking about Jesus having children? Wake up. But I'm going to digress on that, y'all. I'm done with that. I'm not going to speak about it no more as far as within this joint, because I got to go running this store. But listen, if y'all brothers and sisters feel that y'all want to help, donate, again, my Cash App is $Greg A29. The faster I get my truck up, the faster I can get back to work, and I can also get back on my thing. But I got some, I got some books. And I got some info. Oh my God, I got some info. And it's lovely. Let me tell you some info I just found out. Y'all remember me telling you about my dad, right? That I don't know what my dad did to my mom, and he wasn't, I ain't seen him since I was 6, and he died in 2019. So I never got to talk to him. So My aunts give me my dad's information, his father's information, to find out that my grandfather was in the Air Force. He was in the Air Force in the 1930s and 50s or whatever. And it's so much stuff with this man. Like, I'm like, wow. And y'all, listen. Oh my God, I gotta get. What I'm gonna do after I post this video, I'm gonna do another one tonight, y'all, because I got some stuff to tell y'all. Y'all gonna be like, damn. And this is why it's gonna be so important that you trace your heritage, because you're not gonna believe what's coming to light. And I've been telling y'all about it. Been telling y'all, but nobody wants to listen. So I'm gonna let y'all go with that, man. I pray and I hope, I can get some help from some people. I really do need some help. I'm not gonna front, because this just got me disheartened. I'm just really I'm trying not to get sad, but what else you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What else you gonna do? I mean, because it's one thing when, you can pay your bills or whatever, and you just got a problem. But it's another thing when something sucks up all your money. You can't pay your bills. You can't eat. Your children call you. You can't do nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? And then, you're getting the threats from the mechanic of, if you don't come get your car, we might put it out the lot, or we might sell your car. Like, it's just crazy. And it's like, I'm just catching it from every angle. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you can, I appreciate y'all. That's all I can say about that. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. But I'm definitely coming back, because I got to drop this info on y'all. All right, y'all. Shalom. And all praises to who? Yohiwa. Hey. Yohiwa. Yeah. Look it up. And when you trace back your people's heritage, and you find out that they the indigenous American, right? Yeah. Then start researching old videos of the indigenous, the real indigenous, not the American Indian, the indigenous of Turtle Island, because they have video of us praising the Most High. Guess what they doing? They saying the name Yohiwa. Hey. Yes. The hey is a praise, right? In his name. But his name is Yohiwa. And they call on that name. Oh, my man. Listen, y'all. They got videos of our people. I mean, you can see melanated indigenous people of the feather, with feathers on. It's in the Bible. It tells you. They call us the people of the feather. The Most High did it. That's why he tell you to come under his feathers. Come under my wings. It's so much evidence, y'all. Listen. I'm telling y'all. Oh, my goodness. If I could find this video, right, of these aboriginals, this indigenous aboriginals praising the Most High name. This white man took a video, y'all, in black and white in the 1800s. Talking about when no cameras out back then. You crazy. There's electricity and everything out there, y'all. They lying to y'all. Look up the state fair. Look up the fairs, y'all. There were buildings pulling current out of the air, powering railroads and all. We have been lied to. These people have our technology. The cell phone was already here. It was invented by Egyptian. I got a picture of it. The computer, the Mayans, our people had computers. You go in a Mayan temple, you'll see it. It's a Mayan sitting at a desk on a damn computer. Wake up, baby. Wake up. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. And I'm gonna do another video soon. Shalom. Yo, here. Hey, hey, hey. All right, y'all.